This is the JJO Morning Show podcast with Johnny and D. Listen, rate, subscribe.
All right, a new study in the Netherlands found that there's one trait that makes us happier no matter how old we are. It's true whether you're in your 30s, 40s, 50s, or even your 80s, whatever.
Wine.
One trait.
Oh, a trait.
Not a beverage.
I thought you meant a trait. A trait. What trait? Well, define trait. How are we using it here?
A characteristic that you possess.
Interesting.
This is also kind of a verb in this case.
Shingles?
A disease.
Whatever.
You lost. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to shoot you.
Sense of humor.
It's been nice knowing you.
Ow! Ow! God! Quit. That hurts. Stop it.
All you have to do is learn to trust people more.
Oh, that's not happening.
Dude.
Not a person in this building I would trust with $5.
They found that having a trusting attitude makes us feel happier and more satisfied with life, and it gets easier and easier the more you do it. It's like a feedback loop.
I swear to God, every night when I doze off, the last thing I think to myself is, can you really trust anybody? That's kind of my last lucid thought.
The studies show that trusting people makes us happier, and being happy makes us want to trust people. Or as they put it, trust and well-being mutually reinforce each other over time.
Tell that to the husband of the school teacher from Illinois.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
They say it holds true across all age groups, but makes the biggest difference for kids, teens, and seniors. The type of trust does matter, though. Trusting the people you're closest to makes the biggest difference, followed by trusting humanity in general. That second one's tough.
Yeah, that one's coming loose. That one's coming apart. But think of the people you trust every day without even thinking about it. Airplane pilots and bus drivers.
Just people on the road in general.
People building houses.
Yeah.
If you trust Nate, you're out of your mind. I mean, isn't it crazy? Doctors, isn't it crazy?
Yeah. Now, institutional trust is when you have trust in things like banks, the healthcare industry, and governments.
Mm-hmm.
Now that, thankfully, they found doesn't make as big of a difference in the happiness factor because, none of us really trust any of those things, so we would all be miserable. But so institutional trust, not as big of a factor as trusting the people we're closest to.
Yeah.
And then trusting just humans in general.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Well, you're just opening yourself up to so many things. It makes me feel so vulnerable.
Yeah.
When I'm not in charge.
Right. Totally.
Yeah. And then, especially if times went by. I mean, if you've known somebody for 50 years and then they screw you.
Right.
Like, ugh, that's hard to move on.
It is hard. Yeah, correct.
So I don't know what to do right now.
You don't know what to do with your hands?
I don't know what to do.
Slap yourself.
Ow. God dang it. You know what's weird? I fall for that every time.
See? And that, kids, is a violation of trust.
Boom. Boom. I hope you all learned a little something here today. Stop hitting yourself in the face. Don't trust anybody when they say punch yourself in the face. It ain't real, man.
I thought that was something for us to all think about.
That is something to think about. What if you've just been screwed over by friends, family, whatever, colleagues, or whatever.
Right.
What do they tell you to do?
You have to learn to trust people again. You have to. You can't get through life without trusting people.
I think
like trust is like the core of every single relationship that you have.
Well, sure. I think you should loosely believe and expect someone somewhere to let you down eventually. And I get it, though. I factor in nobody's perfect, like us.
Right. That's a reasonable expectation.
But I'm glad I don't walk around with this weird, nagging reason to not trust somebody.
Right.
Because that sucks, too. You know?
Right. And I mean, and I assume if, like, when you're little if like your trust is violated when you're younger, I would think that it would be even harder when you're old. You know, when you're older to trust people.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I like the old people that go. The only person I trust is my dog.
Yeah. Seriously.
But
dogs are the best. All right, that's my story. What do you got over there?
hey, check this out. This is beyond bizarre for me. Maybe I'm overthinking this. So there's this kindergarten graduation. I don't know why they have graduation for kindergartners.
Girl, I know.
I don't know what the hell's going on out there. I don't want to know. Just go on with yourself. The confused and proud mother of a kindergartner went viral on social media after posting a video from her child's kindergarten graduation ceremony where parents were forced to withhold their applause. Okay, mostly.
Right.
In the confusing clip, viewers, attendees, parents were compelled to conform to a strange standard. Just one clap. And that's it for every student that came up and got their little kindergarten certificate.
I've seen them do that. Like they read the name and then they clap.
You get one clap.
Yeah.
Not 5 claps, not 3, not 10, not 12, not 20.
I've seen schools do that, though, for other things.
You get one singular clap or you're asked to leave.
Yeah, where they do the name and everybody claps.
Okay, listen, I'm going to play you the clip. I've never even heard of this in my life. All right, you ready? All right, here it comes. Really? You've heard of this?
Yeah, I've been a part of it.
Oh, wow. Where?
I can't remember. It was a school thing.
Okay, so you get one clap.
And, and it was like, okay, we're going to read the name and then everybody clap. And then we'll read the name and everybody claps.
Literally
so
one
like,
clap.
Right. It would be like, John Danger, D Biznatch, and everybody claps. Yeah.
All right, here it is. All right, so this is what this sounds like. It's the same concept here. Let's see. Here it goes. Oh.
James Rodriguez. Aida Lemus.
Yeah, yep.
So depressing.
Allison Martinez.
Someone snuck a
You
woo
see,
in
somebody
there.
tried to get a whoop in there.
It was quick.
You can't stop the whoop.
Giving the kids a little bit of time so they can sit down.
Oh, you know what I think they did? I think they yelled at the whoop person. I think they slowed
They
it
went
down.
over there and they chopped their head right off.
There were only 17 kids. Why are they so strict about one clapping? Feels like a cult. Did you feel like you were in a cult?
No, I just felt like they did it for organizational purposes and to get it over with as soon as possible. It was definitely like, because if you...
Yeah.
Because, trust me...
You cut down 17 clapping sessions. You could all be home
100%.
an hour earlier.
Yep, and now I'm remembering what it was. It was like a play thing, and they had to go through and they were reading like the seniors that were done and da-da-da-da-da. And yeah, and if you let the families clap as long as they want to, we would have been there till 11:30 at night.
Grandma would have been whooping.
So it was like, just read the name, everybody do your big clap, and that's it. And it's, trust me, when you're sitting there wanting to get out, you're like, one clap is fine.
Hearing your version actually starts making sense to me.
Yeah.
Because
totally.
this looked like insanity to me.
Right. I could see how it looks weird.
With a non-rear parental childless home, it seems insane to me.
Totally. And so other times they'll have you do, this might blow your mind, instead of clapping, they have you do soft snap fingers. Because then it's like you're reacting, but they can still talk over you.
Something to do with your hands.
Yeah. And they'll have you do that too. Like
that would be pretty relaxing. I might fall asleep if people were doing it.
Yeah, they encourage you to do that if you're ever at like a victims thing, like a domestic violence thing, or anything like that, because the loud clapping can spook people.
Say I'm sitting at a restaurant by myself, and I love the service, and I'm just sitting there doing that to myself. They might call mental services.
They might.
The general manager of the restaurant's like, we got a live one in seat 5A. We got.
Like I had to give up clapping.
Well, many.
The single unison clap is how they do it in the Army for uniformity and how to move things along.
Okay. All right. So there's tradition.
Yeah.
All right, that's
But
fine.
I understand how seeing it and not having any exposure to trying to get the F out of an auditorium, you'd be like, this is kind of weird. But yeah, it's because there are families that will sit there and make noise forever.
It won't stop.
Right.
Because my precious child deserves all the attention.
Totally. 100. And I'm sorry. Kindergarten graduation is absurd.
Oh, but what is that?
Middle school graduation
How much did that
is
cost?
absurd. Like,
what are you doing?
Just come on now. Come on now. If we were doing like times where it was like, hey, it's your choice to move on to high school or not.
Yeah,
So
right.
here's a middle school graduation.
Right.
But you don't have a choice. You're going to be a freshman.
While many fellow parents and concerned commenters, I'd be the concerned commenter.
Yeah.
That would be me.
Yeah.
Found this peculiar procedure alarming. Others thought it was efficient. With some in the know types arguing that there are numerous good reasons. You just went through all of them. You prevent feelings of jealousy, emotional rejection, and neglect among the kids. Equal acceptance. After all, if one kindergartner has two parents, grandparents, siblings cheering and clapping extensively, the next child doesn't have any family there.
Right.
Heartbreak.
Right.
How about we not have a ceremony? How about we have a cookie?
Yeah.
How about we have a cookie and a juice and call it a
Right,
day?
because Jimmy's mom has to work 2 jobs, you
Right.
know, so she can't be there.
Why not just save it for the end and clap hard for everybody?
Well, it's...
Experienced parents chimed in saying that cheering and clapping can also delay the reading of names, elongating the ceremony, and forcing young children to sit still longer than necessary. It seems silly, but it's really a lifesaver.
It is.
I think you've talked me into it.
Yeah.
I thought it was a cult as well. Just a few years ago, a Texas mom shared a wild TikTok, which amassed more than 13 million views, which parents of graduating kindergartners were told that they were not allowed to enter the ceremony with babies, forcing families with multiple young children to separate and forfeit the opportunity for both parents to watch the graduate walk across the stage.
That's kind of weird.
Meanwhile, back in New York City's Pace University made national headlines after an AI-generated voice called out graduate names at commencement rather than a professor.
Why?
Or a guest announcer.
Yeah, I'd rather have a professor or a guest announcer do it than AI.
I feel like I missed out not getting my kindergarten. Not that I would remember it. Do you remember anything from kindergarten? Am I supposed to?
I remember the Head Start lady.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How old do you think you were?
How old are you before kindergarten?
I don't know.
4, 5?
1. I don't remember anything.
Technically.
I had the brain seasoning of a 1-year-old when I was in 3rd grade.
Yeah, I remember that.
But if it's like Saturday and I got to go to my kid's kindergarten graduation in the middle of the day, I'd be pissed.
Right.
You know?
I think they usually have it on a weekday afternoon.
Okay.
I don't think they do it all out like the high school graduate. At least I would freaking hope not.
Everybody gets a trophy, man.
I know.
Everybody gets a trophy.
It's crazy. Well, and then it's like.
But then but I get it because I know parents go insane with the celebration for a kindergartner. See, we encourage that behavior, don't we?
Yeah. It is encouraged. And then it's going to be now we got to have a kindergarten graduation party. Now we got to have, you know.
Right.
Like it's just consumerism.
Yeah.
Tenfold.
Yeah, I didn't know
now
how.
we have to have a photo shoot for kindergarten graduation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's just like, holy smokes, man. Come on now.
Yeah, I like how they shut down the whoop whoop lady. Everything came to a grinding halt when the whoop whoop lady came out.
Nope.
Not even half a whoop? No. Can I whoop? Can I just whoop?
Nope.
No, you can't woo. You crazy Karen. Get the F out of here.
People, relax.
What a complete waste
We are killing it online. Have you guys checked the comments?
of cyberspace.
Smoke That Skin Wagon says, you guys are killing it.
The JJO Morning Show Podcast.
We're internet sensations.
Johnny and D, nowhere but JJO.
Fireball is giving away lifetime supplies of whiskey, but you have to be 90 years old to enter.
I knew it.
They claim they're doing it because Fireball is weirdly popular with old people. I have a montage of grannies trying out Fireball for the first time.
Sure, dearie. It is hot. My gosh. Phew. Very fiery. Ooh, cinnamon. It kind of tastes like a medicine type thing. Like a cinnamon hot medicine going down.
That'll warm your belly, that's for sure. Gosh. Whew. Actually, it tastes very nice.
It's a little too hot for me, but what do you think? Soothing. It's kind of soothing. Whew, I better say.
It's actually good.
That's what I said.
Yeah, I imagine because their taste buds aren't as sharp.
Right.
Anyway, there you go.
So you
can nominate your favorite 90-year-old if you would like to.
90.
Yeah, I think that's kind of a cute little shtick, isn't it?
Yeah, they were sued how long ago? Because there was no whiskey in it. There's actually no whiskey in Fireball, even though they call it Fireball whiskey. Remember that lawsuit? I don't know how that ended. Maybe it didn't end. Maybe it's still happening. Maybe there's oh, dude, we got to jump on that lawsuit. Get a free bottle.
Class action.
Get a free mini bottle of Fireball.
Let's see.
That was
consumers. This is
how many years
January
ago?
27th, 2023.
2023.
Consumers are suing Sazerac Company Inc., the makers of Fireball whiskey, for fraud and misrepresentation, as the mini bottles of the alcoholic beverage don't actually contain whiskey.
It's more like
the mini bottle.
It's more like a schnapp. Oh, the mini bottle?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The smaller bottles, named Fireball Cinnamon, are made from a blend of malt beverage and wine, while the whiskey-based products are called Fireball Cinnamon Whiskey.
Ah.
So, yeah.
Okay.
The 99-cent bottles are sold in 170,000 stores.
Wow.
Including gas stations, grocery stores, prompting some customers to wonder what products they presume to contain liquor. Yeah.
I mean, not that you're looking for whiskey in the first place if you're buying Fireball at Quick Trip. I think you're just kind of there for the party. You're there to get the party started.
A blend of malt, beverage, and wine.
With some radiator fluid thrown in there. Right? What is that? What was that, glycol? I know it's been banned in a few countries, but I have checked out of the Fireball game. It makes me gag. I just can't do it. I don't know why.
So it was temporarily banned in 2014.
Oh, okay.
It's not.
Yeah, it's so much cinnamon. It just is vile to me now. Do you still like it? You still do it?
I still like Fireball.
You couldn't pay me to drink that stuff. I don't know why. I don't know what happened. I got old.
Did you drink too much?
No, I never drink much of that stuff.
Okay.
I just gag when I drink it. Maybe it's because it was warm or something. I don't know. I just hate it. But hey, enjoy.
Yeah, warm is not good.
No, more for you. There you go. More for you, girl.
Okay. Yeah, it's fine. Shout out to the Clarys, who always show up to events and do a shot of Fireball with me. Much love.
Eef.
Don't you make that noise.
Yeah. Oh.
See, I'm that way with Screwball now. I just can't.
Yeah, we are too. We're done with Screwball. I didn't drink a lot of Screwball-ish. But I don't know. That just I don't know what happened. I don't know. Maybe it's it's not the consistency. It's not the.
It's kind of the viscosity for me.
I was going to say viscosity. Maybe. I don't know.
That thickness.
Yeah. It just there's just some back of the throat reaction on Screwball and Fireball I get these days. I don't know what it is.
Scott said in another 20 years we can nominate Johnny for the Fireball whiskey.
But I don't have that effect with like Long Branch or Woodford or a good bourbon.
Well, yeah, because
interesting.
Well, Screwball is also it's
smooth. There's just some gag factor.
There's a bunch of sugars.
Yeah, there's just some gag factor in there.
Right, and like Woodford, those are not even in the same category.
No, but I'm just talking about big burning alcohol flavor. That's all I'm talking about. I don't know. It's weird. Just the flavored. I think it's just the flavor stuff that's getting me.
Yeah.
You know?
For sure.
Something simple, but. That's crazy. Everything's crazy.
And the world's gone upside down.
The world is a bonfire. Dum, 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 dum. Did I get that wrong?
No, yeah, you did. All right.
Well, what is the world? What is it? The world is a...
Vampire?
No, it's not a vampire.
What is the,
The world is a... Oh, my God. It's a riddle.
It's a vampire.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
The world is a vampire.
Why are you even singing the
That-
Smashing Pumpkins? You hate them.
Doesn't even make sense. Worst band in the world. Worse than Fireball. You want to...
You're like, if Fireball was a band, it would be the Smashing Pumpkins.
You want me to leave your party? Give me some Fireball while the Smashing Pumpkins are on the radio. I'm out. I'm out, man. Taking my DNA.
Taking my DNA and leaving.
I'm going home. I'm going to the next party. Going to the next party. Man, oh, man.
Oh, no.
Why can't life be like that anymore as an adult? Remember in high school, you just go to the next party?
Right.
Why can't we have that anymore?
I don't know.
It sucks.
It does.
You know, this party sucks. Let's go to whatever. The next party.
I know. No, now you just got to sit and suck it up
I
until
know.
you can figure out an excuse to leave.
It stinks.
Oh, I gotta go. My cat isn't feeling well.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Oh, that sounds like a grown-up.
We thought uploading to the cloud was something completely different. The JJO Morning Show Podcast. Johnny and D, JJO.
We are heading to Georgia for the story.
Yeah, Mike and Dawn, Dylan Johnson called 911 in February when he thought someone was breaking into his home. When he finally made contact with the dispatcher, he says she was ordering breakfast. This Valentine's Day, Dylan Johnson started his morning by calling 911.
My wife called me while I was at work at about 9:30 and said someone, was snooping around the house, knocking on the doors, banging on the windows and stuff.
He called the county's non-emergency line first, followed by 911 3 times, finally getting an answer by 9:31 after trying for about 6 minutes, according to his phone's call log.
So I was panicking because, my wife is home alone with my 5-month-old daughter, and I was, coming home not knowing what I was going to come home to.
After about 3 minutes into Johnson's 911 call, you can hear the dispatcher talking to others around her and appearing to order breakfast. WTOC investigates, obtain the 911 call.
McGriddles. I'm sorry, what?
Johnson says he was stunned by what he heard.
If it didn't happen to me, I wouldn't believe it happened to someone else. That's how unbelievable it really is.
When police arrived, Johnson says whoever was there at his house had already left. He says his wife was shaken up, but his family was okay. We sat down with Chatham County Commission Chairman Chester Ellis to ask him about this. He says the dispatcher's actions are under review.
That should never happen, okay? Your ordering breakfast should be different from your answering a call, and the two should never intertwine.
It's true.
It shall not intertwine.
It's very true.
Oh, my God, very poetic there. 4 and intertwining ago, she ordered breakfast and a man died. 4 and intertwining.
They're having a big problem out there. 24% of 911 calls were marked as abandoned. That's nearly 1 in 4.
We kind of went through that here in town, and they had to kind of reorganize our 911 system. Well, I think we were just outdated, technically.
Right, I think that's what it was too. So, damn.
So he could hear her ordering a
McGriddle.
A McGriddle.
Yeah.
That's funny. So she didn't know. She didn't know she picked up. I guess. Do you have her? You have her ordering the food again because that's making me hungry. I get it. I'll tell you why.
I think I closed it out. Let me see.
You know why?
Because you want a McGriddle.
Because when you think about an English muffin with egg, cheese, and bacon on it, you kind of
Live from the internet's red carpet.
Now it's gonna start over.
you kind of lose it. You just you lose your thought.
Yeah.
You're not you when you're hungry. That's why the Snickers ad works. That'd be a great Snickers ad.
Oh my God, I don't know about that. Really? Let me try that.
Some guy screaming on the phone, "You're not you when you're starving."
Trying to find the spot
That's all
here.
right. No big deal.
We're getting closer.
Call log.
So I was panicking because, my wife was with my 5-month-old daughter, and I was, coming home not knowing what I was going to come home to.
After about 3 minutes into Johnson's 911 call, you can hear the dispatcher talking to others around her and appearing to order breakfast.
So she knew she was on the call.
Investigates obtain the 911 call.
McGriddle. Sorry, what?
Johnson says he was stunned by what he heard.
If it didn't happen to me, I wouldn't believe it.
That's true. She just forgot to hit her little button that shuts her microphone off.
Right. I think she just, maybe if she was at the end of the shift, I mean, who knows? I don't know. It's funny we're hearing that. It's funny we get to hear that. You'd think somebody would, I think 18 seconds of missing breakfast order tape like Nixon, except with breakfast.
Right.
Except with breakfast.
Okay. So, not to be a douche, but...
Please douche on.
She already had the request in for the cop to be out to the house.
Yes.
What more was she supposed to be doing?
Well,
right?
Well, yeah. I mean, I guess...
Should she have had the microphone on mute? Sure. Was somebody going to get breakfast? Okay. How long has she been there?
Right.
A girl got to eat.
Well, how many times have they done it before and she just happened to have the mic on?
Do we need to fire this broad because she ordered a McGriddle? No.
I don't know if I'd fire her. I mean, if everybody's cool with her, if she doesn't do it again. I mean, it's not like she's in a top secret signal chat meeting when we're getting ready to bomb another country and she's ordering breakfast with half of America on the phone. Don't you dare. Price is Right me again.
Hurt me.
How dare you? No, I mean, this all seems fairly fixable.
Right.
I mean, it's not that big of a deal. Hey, could you not order breakfast? All right, see you later.
Right. We're just going to have a new rule here that nobody order breakfast when they're on a call. All right?
Let's all eat after the show.
Okay.
Do they call it a shift or a show? I don't know what they're doing in there.
So
maybe they're spinning the hits while somebody's on hold.
Shut up,
I don't know what's happening.
Dumbing down your smartphone. One podcast at a time. Listen, rate, and subscribe to the JJO Morning Show podcast. Get up with Johnny and D. JJO.
It's hump day and I'm moving just a little slow. My body knows I got 3 more days to go at a job filled with office politics and drama. Guess that's why I'm still in my pajamas. It's hump day again. It's hump. This is the end.
Happy hump day, you horny bastards.
Well, thank you.
Now, everyone wants to know the secret to great sex. And there are plenty of sexperts out there who are happy to provide what they believe is the answer. But we're going to turn to an 80-year-old bitch.
Yeah.
All right, so here we go. Dr. Yarber insists that quick discussion with your partner is all that's needed.
Old long balls.
That's right. Response to a simple question. How do you like to be touched is the answer that you're looking for.
Ooh.
Dr. Yarber claims that those who want their partner and themselves to be sexually satisfied and who doesn't needs to ask this of whoever slips into their sheets, and then you just get it on, however you and your partner like. The essence of sexuality is giving and receiving pleasurable touch. Oh, yeah. Stop making it so complicated, I guess. Also recently, a group of scientists claimed to have found the definition of great sex. New study published in the Journal of Sexuality and Culture, one of my favorites, says there are 3 factors that contribute to sizzling sexual congress. Researchers from Missouri State University, I never think of Missouri when I think of hot sex.
I think of getting fired when I think of Missouri, and what else do I think of? Burnt coffee. Weird. That's the first thing I think of. The last thing I think of is sex.
Yeah.
I tell you, I got mugged in Kansas City once.
No, you did?
Yeah. I didn't live in a good part of town when I worked out there, and I got mugged in front of my apartment building.
Holy crap!
Yeah.
What happened?
No, it was a guy. He ran off. He tried to my wallet, whatever. Yeah, kind of pushed me up against the wall, tried to take my wallet. I pushed him away.
Where
there was a tussle.
Yeah,
you know, and kid in a hoodie.
And there was no karate.
It happened. It literally happened in like 2 seconds. He tried to take my wallet. Is that a mug? Is that classified as a mugging?
Or pickpocketing?
A pickpocket. Maybe it's more of a pickpocket. I wasn't jumped by 3 guys. Although it sounds terrific.
Although I'll give it a try. Where was your karate guy there, Stephen Venter, when you needed him, right?
For real.
Yeah.
You think somebody wants to pick my pocket wearing these bad boys? I go home to Starla every night without a wallet? No. At my karate dojo, you'll learn how to swat people away trying to steal your wallet.
So researchers from Missouri State University conducted interviews with 78 sexually active participants of varying ages, backgrounds, sexual orientations to define what makes a sexual experience above average. The study found most people agree that having an orgasm right up there. Emotional connection and chemistry are all important. Majority of participants said orgasms are an essential element of their sexual experiences. Well, sure.
You know, my wife says the best sex experience is with her is when I'm not involved.
Yeah, right. That's what she tells me too.
I know.
Some focused on their own orgasms, while others considered mutual orgasms a key component. Some women even required multiple orgasms to consider sex great.
Ooh.
Yeah. 20 participants shrugged off orgasms as unnecessary. Although more difficult to define, an emotional connection was the second most important factor for exceptional sex. Many participants were sure to clarify that an emotional connection can exist without romantic love, but 8 participants specifically equated an emotional component with love, which obviously is kind of a hard thing to...
We're a little different. We're like take nachos to bed with it.
Oh, my God.
Take a little nacho break.
No way, dude. Then you get like little sharp, pointy chip particles in bed.
We don't care.
16 participants didn't require an emotional connection for superb sex at all. They were just banging away.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm. And then another abstract yet important factor for great sex is chemistry. Yeah, sure. While elusive chemistry was generally agreed to require an emotional and physical response that is either there or is not there. Participants explained that chemistry allowed them to like and trust the person enough to let go and be present, which allowed them to focus on their own pleasure.
See,
yeah.
We're doers. I think Confucius said once the secret to good sex is helping your loved one clean the house. That always gets a rise out of her. Gets her nice and moist.
Yeah, well, that's getting sex. This is just once you're having sex, what makes it great.
Well, it's the same thing. You got to get there first. I mean, you got to. It's the build-up. It's build-up for me. Got to help. I got to get involved.
If we're starting there, I guess consent is on the list.
Consent is on the list.
Yeah. Son of a bitch. All right. How do you like to be touched? That's your assignment today. You need to ask that of your partner. This is not the assignment where you ask it of a random person.
This is not the quick trip game that I play.
No, it's not.
Leave the quick trip people alone.
This is your partner.
Hey, Dennis, how you like to be touched? He's like, Dennis like, look, you want this slice of pizza or not? Or what are we doing here?
I knew I should have came to work today.
My dude at the Defo quick trip there. It's my boy.
The JJO Morning Show podcast with Johnny and D. Listen, rate, subscribe. Catch a new show every Monday through Friday, 6 till 10 a.m. on 94.1 JJO or streaming anywhere in the JJO app. Johnny and D, nowhere but JJO.